Good morning. I'm Reverend Sara Smith. I'm the new Protestant chaplain here at Sacred Heart University. Well, we're here the day after. I thought maybe we'd start with a famous prayer that couldn't hurt. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. This prayer of St. Francis seems fitting on this day after the election. Because regardless of where you fall on the political spectrum, the anxiety and the charged rhetoric all around this election has been undeniable. It has affected all of us. And regardless of how it turns out, we all know one thing. We have much healing to do in our country. How did the prophet Isaiah put it? You shall be called repairers of the breach. As people of faith, regardless of how we express that faith, we need to model how to seek that healing, how to repair that breach. Our goal cannot be to all agree or to silence dissent, but to hold together as a community, as a country, as a people, maybe even as our little family, in spite of differing opinions. My prayer, on top of St. Francis's prayer, is that we will all treat one another with respect and that we could restore civility. And that we realize that nothing is more important than relationships. The coronavirus has shown us, in fact, reminded us daily, how interconnected we really are. We can no longer deny the impact that what I do affects you, and what you do affects me. If COVID has taught us anything, it's that we simply cannot do this life alone. We are all in this together. And now that the election is over, let's pull together. Let us begin the work of healing. That breach is large, but we, with God's help, can repair it. So, those that you can safely, give them a squeeze. Those that you cannot physically touch, give them a word of companionship, of reconciliation, of hope. How did Mr. Rogers put it? There's 3 rules. Be kind, and be kind. Or, if you want to go back to St. Francis, O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to not be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. Indeed, we have work to do. I found this prayer by L.R. Gnost. Do not be dismayed by the brokenness of the world. All things break. But all things can be mended. Not with time, they say, but with intention. So let's go. Let's love intentionally. Let's love extravagantly. Let's love unconditionally. Let's love across the table, across the aisle. The broken world that waits in darkness is waiting for you and the light that is in you. May that be so, friends. And may it begin today, here with all of us, November 4th, at Sacred Heart University. Stay blessed, friends.